myself Kumar Sahu. So today we are discussing about the topic, the structure of atom. Before going to the topic, we have to know about the atom. So what is atom? Atom is the smallest unit of any matter. That is, when we decompose anything, the smallest unit of that matter is known as atom. According to Dalton, the atom is the simplest and the indivisible particle of any matter. But it is really true? I mean to say that atom is also divisible. At the end of the 19th century, during the study of static electricity, there is a problem arises. That is, the atom can be divisible because there is some subatomic particle has arisen. So what is subatomic particle? The particle which is reside inside the atom is known as subatomic particle. After that, in 19th century, J.J. Thomson discovered some negatively charged subatomic particle that is named as electron. In 1886, E. Goldstein discovered some positively charged radiation inside an atom that is called Canal ray. But after that, the Canal ray is named as proton, which is 2000 times more mass than the electron. During 1932, Chadwick discovered the neutron, which has no charge. That means that is the neutral charged radiation present inside the atom. So from that we can know that the atom has three subatomic particles, that is one electron which is a negative charge, proton which is positive charge, and the neutron that is has no charge. So after the discovery of this subatomic particle, the scientists are trying to discover the structure of atom. From that, one is J.J. Thomson. So J.J. Thomson at first discovered the structure of atom as like a watermelon. He said that the red color sphere part is positive charge and the seed which are called electron. But when the scientists are trying to experiment and get that this atomic model do not prove. So after that, Rutherford tried the gold foil test. So what is gold foil test? He take a sheet of gold which is about thousands atom thick. So when he put alpha radiation in the gold foil, so he get that most of the alpha radiation passes through the gold sheet. Some of the alpha particles are radiated from some little angle, and from 1 out of 12,000 radiation get reflected by 180 degree. From that, he get the idea that most of the space inside an atom is very clear. It means there is nothing in the atom inside an atom, and some particles get deflected by some little angle. He put alpha radiation, which is positively charged radiation. But when the radiation deflected, he get the idea that there is something inside the atom which is positive charge. That's why some of the radiation get deflected by little angle. But 1 out of 12,000 radiation get deflected by 180 degree. And it indicates that there is something at the center of the atom that is very positively charged. That's why get reflected by 180 degree. From this, he gets some idea, or he proposed some theory that the electrons are present in outer surface, the electron are present in outer side of the atom, while the positive charged proton is present in center of the atom, that is called nucleus. Inside the nucleus, the neutral charge, that is neutron, also present inside the nucleus. But there is also some drawback of the Rutherford-Goldfield test, because he said that the electron are present in or the electron are revolve around the nucleus inside the atom. But when the electron try to revolve or moving inside the atom, there is some loss of energy, which indicates that there is a time when the electron revolves and radiate energy, and at last they fall into the nucleus. It is the drawback of the Rutherford. After that, Neil Bohr tried to explain the atom or the structure of atom.